Welcome to Action Hound Media, the site and channel all about action. Life's boring, get some more action into your life. All right, so this week we are going to talk about home self-defense and what are the things you need to do to protect your home. The best home self-defense isn't about one trick or one weapon, it's about layers. The strongest setups stop trouble before the fight even happens. So one very important thing is prevention, all right? Prevention beats confrontation, and it is the most important thing. Many home invasions are opportunistic, and there's been more and more of that going on where people break into houses, put a gun to your head, or maybe even kill you and then totally rob your house. So you need to protect yourself from that. Some of the things you can do is make sure that all your windows and doors are very secured. If you're in a highly dangerous neighborhood, some people put bars up on them, but you got to make sure that your doors and your windows are burglar proof. Like, you can't easily just get in there. When you're home, it may be a good idea to remember to close all your windows before you leave, because people will sneak in there. Make sure your doors and windows are secured. Next thing you want to do is your front door has to have a quality deadbolt. You don't want some cheap lock preventing criminals from getting into your house. So make sure you got a quality deadbolt. Motion lights also help. So if you have motion lights outside your house, sometimes that scares away potential burglars or thieves. So good motion lights are a good way to prevent burglaries or home invasions. Also, a cheap way to really scare away burglars is to have visible security signs that say no trespassing, this area is under surveillance of cameras. A good one is beware of dogs. Criminals do not like trying to burglarize homes with dogs in them. So if you have beware of dog signs, they're good. And if you have cameras outside or all around your houses, it's really good, because when they see the cameras, they don't want to even deal with it. These days, cameras are really cheap. You can get the Ring camera. I got the Blink cameras. You put 4 all around your house. Cheap subscription, I don't know, $100 a year or something like that. And then you have cameras all over to check to see if your property's safe. Early warning is also important, like your time to react. You want time, not heroics. You want time to get out of your house. The cameras and the window sensors, door sensors, motion detectors. Bedroom door locks at night are good, because if they do get in there, you have another barrier, and maybe they'll slow them down. You can get out of a window. This allows you time to escape. Barricade your doors, call the police. Maybe you need time to get to your weapon. Especially remember that you better be arming yourself legally and safely, all right? Some people value a safe room mindset, especially at night. You want to be safe, right? The ideal bedroom setup is a solid core door lock. If you're in the house, in your bedroom, you're safe in your bedroom. You also should make sure your phone charger is nearby. Make sure your phone is charged or plugged in, or easily plugged in, so that you can call 911, call police. Flashlight's also important. Keep a flashlight handy, because if they do cut the power or something like that, you'll have a flashlight around. And of course, if you're in your safe room, you should have a weapon readily available once you're in the safe room, just in case they break that barrier. Let's get to personal defense tools. You got to make sure that these defense tools are effective, legal, and you're well trained in using them. On the lower end, you could have a hefty flashlight. In terms of non-lethal weapons, depending on the state and the legalities, pepper spray. It's highly effective, compact, and inexpensive. So if you have pepper spray in the house, it's a good weapon. Also, depending on the state you live in, expandable batons. All right, I have a few of these. You just whip them open, you can protect yourself. Then we get to firearms. Depending on the state and the legalities or whatnot, having a firearm in your house is very, very important, because I feel like firearms are the best way to protect yourself in the case of a home intrusion. You should be able to have the ability to defend your home properly. That's probably the strongest weapon you could get, right? But remember, when you have firearms, you have to have secured storage, so a kid can't just pick it up and start shooting it. Like I said, I like to separate the bullets from the gun. And you should practice, loading your gun like a 9mm. You could just push a mag in. Shotgun might take a little longer. If you do load a shotgun, you should have it in a safe but easily accessible. Yeah, you should regularly train with your weapons, so you know how to use them. You should know the legalities of your state. Some states are softer on protecting your home than others. You have to be emotionally ready to shoot that gun at somebody. Also, depending on the legalities of different states, you got to be ready to shoot somebody. And, some people are afraid of that factor, especially when using a gun, which is very loud and obnoxious and frightening. So that's why you also should go to the range and kind of mimic situations that could happen in the home. Okay, so what not to rely on? I'll just scare them. You're not going to scare away all criminals. Some are very dumb and, do drug addicts and whatnot. Maybe you could scare them, but in a lot of cases, I don't think they're going to be so easily scared by a verbal shouting or anything like that. Also, being a martial artist myself, I don't know if most people can rely on that, because your skills drop under stress. If they have better weapons than you and you're unequipped or unskilled in handling weapons, you're at a disadvantage just knowing martial arts alone. You need, like I said, the best home defense is in layers. So you need more than martial arts. All right. So you need weapons. You need weapons and all those other things we were talking about. So just martial arts alone is not enough. The mindset that actually works is avoidance. Hopefully you don't even get into that situation. Deterrence, something that will deter a home invader or criminal from coming into your house. Delay, your safe room has a strongly bolted door that they can't get in, so you have time to call the cops or get a weapon or whatever. And then the last thing you could rely on is your own defense with weapons or whatever you need to do. So you don't win in a home invasion, you survive it. Your goal is to escape or contain the situation, but you should never be in pursuit and trying to chase them out or following them after they leave your home. I myself have shotguns and handguns placed throughout my home just in case somebody comes in there and is not invited and is trying to do harm to me or my family. I do that, and I only have adult children in my house, so I separate the bullets from the gun, and they're all readily accessible just in case. Some people have shotguns. Shotguns are good because from what I heard, when they hear the ka-chick of the pump of the shotgun, it scares a lot of criminals away. Some people like to put like buckshot in the first one and then like a rifle slug load after that. But the problem with the rifle slugs are that they can go through walls. So you have to be very careful about that. Also guns, shooting a handgun, a 9mm or a 45, they could also go through walls. So these are things you have to consider. Shotgun's good. The first bullet in it would be some kind of buckshot. It's just like, spraying it, and that might be enough to scare an intruder away. But if they're still there, you pump it up, and then you got your rifle slugs after that, and that's gonna just blow them apart if you hit them with that. So that's all I can say about home defense. Very important. Everybody should always be thinking about it. I have friends that say, "Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. I got a shotgun," but then the shotgun's in the safe, and he can't access the safe. So, what good is that? You have to be prepared for the situation, and the best way to prepare is to practice with your weapons and make sure that they're easily accessible. That's what I can tell you about home self-defense. Action Hounds unite. Peace.